Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Se Guruve Namaha Dhyanamoolam Guru Murti Pujamoolam Guru Padam Mantramoolam Guru Vakyam Mokshamoolam Guru Kripaha Sadguru Bhagwan की जय स्वामी जी महाराज की जय शिवोहम। ये जो है दिस इज द स्टेंजा ऑफ 7th chapter 4th stanza। भूमिरापो अनलो वायु एवं मनो बुद्धिरेव च अहंकार इति यं मे भिन्ना प्रकृति अष्टधा। भूमि आप अनलो वायु एवं मनोबुद्धिरेव च अहंकार इति यं मे भिन्ना प्रकृति अष्टधा। This stanza is the indication of nature, which is the doer. The God Krishna is telling Bhumi Apa Analah Vayu खम मन बुद्धि एव स अहंकार इति इयम में भिन्ना प्रकृति अष्टधा। भूमि it means all the element, metal, non-metal and others all. Apa it means all the liquid, water and other liquid. Anala it means the energy and the fire. Vayu it means all gases. Kham it means sky. Manah it means your mind. Buddhi it means your intellect. Cha it means end. Ahankara it means your ego, pride, respect, self-respect, everything. Itiyam iti it means these are. Iyam means those. Ye me bhinna prakriti. Bhinna it means the differentiation. Prakriti means nature. Ashtadha means the 8 types. So there is 8 type of the nature which is the doer. Which is the doer. And in your internal stage there is your Atma, that is a non-doer. Atma will not do anything. Only this nature do everything. Atma not do anything. So, Satguru Satchidananda Paramatma, the master, the base of all the structure and the installation process of all the universes and the consciousness in the form of existence all over the galaxies comes on the earth in the form of the Krishna with their para and apara both prakritis. The para prakriti and the apara prakriti. In this system, Krishna is telling about apara prakriti. Apara means direct, para means indirect. God is apara in the form of master, but God is para in the form of universal presence, omnipresence, existence. So, the Krishna is describing the minute fundamental knowledge of enlightenment in front of Arjuna. Because the Krishna promise in the first and second stanza that he say, Arjuna, I will tell everything, every science of spirituality. So now Krishna is starting to tell the science of spirituality. Krishna is telling Bhumi. Bhumi, you know, everyone knows that Bhumi means earth, but it is a deep meaning in this word. Not only earth, but all the elements which they are non-metal or they are metal. All element they are containing by the proton, neutron, electron. In the Western countries, somebody was inventing the God particle. God is not matter. How can the God particle possible? The Vedas, Upanishads says God is non-matter. There is no particle, God particle like particle. No God particle. All particle is representative of the nature, not God. So, that apara prakriti, the first form of apara prakriti is bhumi, it means earth. Your all material which is present in the solid or semi-solid form, that is called earth. Bhumi, apo, bhumir apo, apo means water. The water of river, the water of ocean, the water in the form of the vapor in the sky, atmosphere, or the water which is present in your body, all are the set, a name of water. Water is the best solvent. In the water there may be dissolved some quantity of gases, oxygen, etc. In water there can be dissolved some minerals. In water, the base of water make your blood. The base of water make your plasma. The base of water make the flexibility in your bones, muscles, tendons, heart, brain, everywhere. So water is the second apara prakriti. And bhumirapo anila. Anil means the fire. That can be the fire of volcano, that can be the fire of sun rays, heat, that can be the fire of inside of you, that is called the fire of digestion. That can be fire of your anger, there can be fire of your enthusiasm, that can be fire of your courage, that can be the fire of your efficiency and devotion in any work. So the fire from your life to the universe can be changed their form, but fire is one. That is the third nature of apara prakriti. And fourth is the sky. Fourth is the sky. That is in the sloka Bhumi Rapo Anilo Vayu. Now, fourth is not sky, fourth is the air. Air, it means your atmosphere is made by the air. There is nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and the very minute quantity of inactive gases. Everybody knows, the scientist knows that what is the importance of the nitrogen in big quantity. What happened if nitrogen will reduce and carbon dioxide will increase? What happened if the nitrogen and carbon dioxide reduce and oxygen will come in the big quantity? What happened if the inert gas, they are come like a nitrogen in the quantity? It is not subject of the air pollution or the balance of air. It is the subject, what is the role of air in your spiritual life. I want to describe what will be changed if the carbon dioxide will increase. That is another subject. What will be changed if the oxygen will increase? It is another subject. But you can easily understand what will happen in your body if the carbon dioxide increase, or slightly carbon monoxide will be increased in your body. Then what will be happen? All persons knows that what will be happen. What happen? If a person do not have in body enough amount of oxygen, that person not perform correctly his work. He will feel like tired every time. So, the nature depend on your work. Your work is depend on nature. Nature is not depend on you. So this is the fundamental, must be clear in your mind. Come means the sky, the space. There is 5 elements in the definition of Maha Panchabhuta. The Panchabhuta is 5. Bhumi, Rapo, Anilaha, Vayu. Earth, water, fire, air and sky. These are the five elements, the set of element, the bunch of element, the group of element in the earth. In the earth, you are invented all 230 element, they are included in the earth. In the water, there is all include liquid, and they use in your body. In the fire, all type of fire. In the vayu, air, all type of gases. In the space and the space and your atmosphere, which has the gravitation or not have gravitation, both are included in the space. So these are five is responsible to make your physical body. So Krishna is telling a deep message from this stanza that your physical body is not yours, that your physical body is the grace of these five elements. And the clear-cut message is that these five elements is responsible to make your physical body. So why are you so proudy? You have nothing yours. Your body comes from nature and dissolve in the nature. Your physical body is not your body. This physical body is the body of the nature. That we take the loan from banks. So these five elements is five big banks. They giving you the loan for your body for a particular time. So fool, proudy person, they are blind. They think that the body is theirs. No, body is not yours. Body, physical body, is the loan of these five natures. Now, the Krishna is telling to Arjun that mano buddhi ra evacha. Mano, it means your mind. Buddhi, it means your intellect. Evacha, it means and ahankara itiyam me bhinna prakriti rastata. And now the 5 and 3 is equal to 8. One is your mind. Mind is also burnt the base of your brain. The brain is another thing and mana is another thing. Never think that mana is your mind, because the English language is a very poor language. There is no words. There is no sufficient word in English language to explain the spiritual science. Only one language is very nice for explain the spiritual science, that is the Sanskrit language. But unfortunately, the English language it is not rich, but the Englishman is rich in that playing the tricks to others in the ancient time. So they govern 75% earth and they make slave all many nations. So they impose their language to others. but English language is not enough for explain the spiritual science. So mind is not brain, mana is not brain, and I want to say mind, it means not mana. Mana is an independent word. Mind and brain both are synonyms, but mana is not synonym of mind. But we are helpless. We have no word to explain in the place of mana. So please tell mind. So what is the mind? Mana is made by the sankalpas and vikalpas. Both are two type of thoughts. So if you have thoughts in your mind, there is mana. If there is no thoughts in your mind, there is no mana. That is amana steja. So the amana steja is very nice steja, but when the mana steja, that is very bad steja. So that mana, intellect, buddhi and ego, these three are made your micro body, and there is a hidden your chitta, mood, four things, that is called antakarna. So Krishna is describing to the Arjuna two type of your body: micro body, physical body, and micro body second, then causal body. I want to say that mana, intellect and muda, chitta, these three make your micro body, and the independent your ahankara, your ego, your pride, your blindness, this is only your causal body. Why say the causal body? Because this body is cause of your death and birth. So very, very important stanza. Every stanza is very important. But this stanza important in this meaning that everything is depend on your bhumi rapo anilo vayu evam khang. Bhumi rapo anil vayu khang. So these are bhumi rapo anilo vayu khang. These are your physical body. This is the set of your hardware. Your physical body is your hardware. You know the computer. Computer has three parts: hardware, software, and the electric current. So like the computer, your body is like divided in the main three parts. One is your hardware, your physical body. Second is your software, your micro body. Third is your causal body. Causal body is your electric current. So the Krishna is telling to us by the medium of this stanza that if your mind is not perfect, then you can even not understand the worldly things, then how can you understand spiritual highest knowledge? So mind must be appropriate, because if you are mentally ill, as the 90% person of the world, they are mentally ill, because they can treatment of their physical body kidney, heart, lungs, brain, everything. But they cannot teach their mind, their mana. Mana always full with tricks, cunningness, dishonesty, fear, dilemma, rigidness, and prejudiceness. Many things they are living in the mana. So you can imagine that mana is the base of your all illness. When you face the high blood pressure, doctor advises you, please do not take tension. But how it is possible that patient not take tension? Because he do not know how to release the tension. Nobody knows how to release the tension. They only give you the superficial advices. But tension is not coming from outside. Every tension is coming from your inside because you are internally ill. So how you can manage your tension? You can manage your tension by the meditation. You can manage your fear by the meditation. You can manage your doubts by the meditation. Every internal, the manaha diseases, the mental diseases, the psychic diseases can only cure by the meditation, not can cure by the medicine. So this thing they do not know. So the persons, they are looking healthy but they are not healthy. A very nice person who is well educated and who is very clever, he can win the election, he can cross the IAS exam. Why they involved in the corruption? Why they involved in the corruption? Why they involved in the wrong things? The society say that is crime. Because they are looking healthy but they are mentally ill. They are looking smart and beautiful but they are very ugly in internal state. Their mind, their mana is very ugly. We see in the society, the persons, they are not rich in the higher post, they was very polite. But as they achieve their higher post, they become the cabinet ministers, they become the officers, their nature changed. They are day to day become rude, not polite, not merciful. Some person is exception, but I am not telling about exception. Why it comes in the human nature? Because the virus and bacteria of your psychological diseases, invisible, they are even not virus and bacteria, they are virus like computer virus. They corrupt your system. So you need an antivirus in your computer, that is a meditation. So Krishna is telling, Mano, Buddhi, if a husband is good, that his woman will help his goodness. If husband is dacoit, his woman also become dacoit. His wife also become dacoit. Because the husband and wife both are reciprocal, both are mutual. If your mind is clever, you are cunning. If you are rogue, if you are cheating others, if you are befooling others, then your intellect also like this. But if you are merciful, if you are loving, if you are good and honest, if you are faithful, if you are try to welfare your mankind, then your intellect also help you. So, becoming the merciful or becoming the cruel, it is not subject in the spirituality. Because if you will aware inside, then you will stand in the truth. So naturally you are become a loving person, not cruel. So the intellect is the part of your micro body, and the all intellect involve for the worldly progresses, all intellect involved to earn money, and all intellect involved to get powerful person, all intellect is involved in the destruction of this world. I see the intellectual person, they are making the nuclear bombs, they are making the missiles, they are making the fighter aircraft, they are making some intellectual person in the field of cyber field, they are making the new viruses for selling the antiviruses. So this is your intellect, shameful intellect. So why your intellect is shameful? Because your door is closed for consciousness and wisdom. Because your door is closed for the light of meditation. Because your door is closed for divine love. Because you are the slave of the devils. You are the servant of the devils. You are not godly man. You must be do the meditation and change yourself and become the godly man. This is the message of this stanzas towards Mana Buddhi Revacha. And now the third body is your causal body, that is called ego. You have make very nice name of your worst ego. You say self-respect. And now do you hide your ugliness of your ego. You say self-confidence. You say my dignity. You never say that you have ego. You say beautiful words, and the beautiful words, they covered your cruel ego. So my dear friends, there is many examples. The ego of Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana convert into the big battle Mahabharata. The ego of Ravana convert into the battle. The ego of Hitler and Mussolini convert into the world war. And also the ego of American president is convert into the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So you have put the good name of your ego, but that is not good in the path of enlightenment. Only ego is only blindness. Ego is only the worldly drawback of a person. Ego push you outside, not push you inside. Never angry with me, my dear. I am speaking about the last and highest spiritual nectar of the mankind, that is called Atma Sakshatkara. I am not an admirer of any particular nation or any particular person. I am also not criticizing to any person or any man. I am criticizing only the human nature which governed by the ego, and the ego push him to do anything. It may be the big destruction or it may be the big service also. So my dear friend, this 8 type of the Prakriti, the force of the nature, it is the differently described by the Lord Krishna in the fundamental knowledge of Atma Sakshatkara. So, I want to say that Krishna want to teach you that these 8 type of the Prakriti, that is not Atma, that is not your consciousness, that is not your existence, that is not God. That is the only nature of materialistic presence of this universe's making process. So I repeat all the persons, if you are slightly wisdom in your mind, you must see inside, you must keep your attention on the teachings of Geeta, and you can liberate very easily. And it is not only for Indian person or Hindus or particular religion. Geeta is the spiritual book, and Hindu is not religion. Hindu is the knowledge of immortality that is comes from the Upanishads, and that is comes in the Gita, and that goes to the Ramayana, and that goes to the epics, 18 epics, Mahabharata and the Shiv Purana and Bhagavad Purana, all the. So the treasure is not only the Sanatana Dharma, it is the treasure for all world. So I do not want to say that all world will become Hindu, but I will say this is a science of spirituality. If you can adopt the CFL, if you can adopt the ceiling fan, if you can adopt the air conditioner, if you can adopt the bicycle, motorcycle, cars, then why you not adopt the meditation? Why you do not adopt the Gita? Why you are thinking rigidly that Gita is only book of Hindus? No. The Gita is book of all humanity. So this, here all the 700 shlokas, stanzas, never Krishna says that a Hindu word. Never Krishna tell in 700 shlokas that Indian or Bharati or Hindustani, never tell. All these teachings is universal. All these teaching is for all over the world. So I am saying one thing. Now the yoga is adopted by all over the world. Yoga is adopted in UNESCO also. One day the meditation will adopted by UNESCO, and one day the Gita will adopted by UNESCO. Because the Gita can release your tension. The Gita can make you free from psychological diseases. The Gita can make you pleasant and happy. Then Gita can make you more efficient person. The Gita can make you a peaceful person. The Gita can give you the internal presence of your existence, and Gita can liberate you and there is no differentiation. But here is differentiation of 8 type of the nature. Krishna want to tell you, all the nature is doer, I am not doer. Your internal existence is not doer. Your Atma is not doer. Your consciousness is not doer. Your consciousness only awareness. There is only awareness. So we are teaching the meditation of awareness, and we are making you